All right, getting right to the big story, meteorologist Jim Duncan is with us tonight. Jim, what can people expect tomorrow?
Craziness, Allison. We're actually going to hold the snow off probably until after morning rush hour tomorrow for us, but let's get right to it. I got a lot of information to pass along to you. This is our shot from a sky view this evening, and it's a quiet afternoon and evening after that heavier rain we had early this morning over the area. But our temperature right now at Norfolk International is 65 degrees. So we've kind of hung in there in the mid-60s for afternoon temperatures. It's been nice and mild throughout the area. Current readings pretty much the same all through the area, mostly mid or upper 60s. So again, it's hard to believe in 24 hours or less than that we could be looking at some wintry precipitation over the area. But here's the Doppler radar this evening. Pretty much quiet scans for us currently. That will build more precipitation as the night goes on, as a storm comes in from the south. We talked about this earlier in the newscast, but it's worth repeating where these advisories in effect, mainly tomorrow. Winter storm warnings in effect for interior parts of the Middle Peninsula. Mainly you get just to the north and northwest of there, up into the northern neck, and then you get up just interior parts of the state. Not so much tidewater area, but in those areas there could be 3 to 5 inches of snow, wet, slushy snow. For areas closer to the Hampton Roads area, you get up into parts of the Middle Peninsula, James City County as well, and Gloucester County, Surrey County. 2 to 3 inches of snow possible in those areas. Winter weather advisories in effect during the day tomorrow. I think most of the snow there will tend to be probably afternoon. And then we have those wind advisories along coastal areas. Winds could be gusting over 45 miles per hour at times. Coastal flood watches in effect for southeastern Virginia, including the Hampton Roads area, where there could be 2 to 3 foot of inundation of floodwaters. At Sewell's Point, in fact, the tide's expected to go up at about 5.5 feet by early tomorrow, and then slowly falling back off after that. In terms of wind gusts, we have those wind advisories. Look at the winds, how they're picking up. By tomorrow morning, 43 mile per hour wind gusts here in Norfolk, and then slowly diminishing later in the afternoon. Setup is this. We have low pressure building down to the south right in this area, and that's what's going to be the big factor for us, bringing us a lot of rain overnight tonight. In terms of severe thunderstorm risk, it's mainly well south of us tonight. Now tomorrow there will be a slight risk of severe storms in eastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. You get just south of Norfolk, maybe a marginal risk. That's a category 1 out of 5, so not a big risk of that. Rainfall potential based on the model guidance here, we're looking at 2 to 4 inches potentially. And here's your future cast for tonight. Here comes the rain into the overnight hours. But temperatures fall off pretty slowly until late tonight. Now, this model run shows 30s by tomorrow morning, by 7:30 a.m., but rain. And then snow comes in probably midday into the afternoon, temperatures falling, and then moves out by late afternoon. Now, this is a different model. This is the high resolution. It's called the North American model. Shows mainly rain late tonight, and then the snow changeover not happening until around midday, early afternoon tomorrow. This is noon hour tomorrow. There you can see snow in interior Virginia. For us, still some rain, but afternoon, that changes over to some snow, probably 3 or 4 hours of some wet snow. That's why we think there could be a slushy, even light accumulation around here before it moves on out tomorrow night. In terms of the forecast accumulations, this is the graph model, in-house model, is predicting about a ½ an inch here in this part of the region, but you get a little heavier amounts inland, up toward West Point, maybe 4 inches, and then Richmond could hit the jackpot with upwards of over 6 inches of snow. So again, something watching for very closely tomorrow, but I don't think snow will be a huge deal, at least here in the Norfolk area, but there will be some. Now, 40 degrees will be our low tonight. Rain heavy at times overnight tonight. It picks up in intensity later on. Our high will be 40 tomorrow, and falling through the afternoon. Temperatures actually fall through the 30s. Morning rain, then afternoon snow, and that could be a heavy wet snow during the 3 or 4 hours in the afternoon. Then clearing and cold tomorrow night, about 32 degrees for your low. 43 for the high Tuesday, but we'll have a return of some sunshine, and then turning colder again after a brief warm-up in the middle of this week. Allison.
All right, thanks, Jim.